Oh, pardon me? Didn't you say anything? I'm Belle's girlfriend. We were far apart, but Belle's phone kept us close. Thanks to it, we're hee hee hee. You're what? You're gonna go and buy a bagel? First point of business. Let's go talk to Lon, trading. Mr. Lon, I found your brother. I think there was a cutscene where it implied that Royd was about to impale him, and he's like, that guy was a jerk. No need to say anything. I know my brother was doing bad things. Dragoon Castle ate my brother for punishing him for doing those bad things. I'm glad you stopped him from doing worse things. I'd be like, hey, Dragoon Castle ate him. Oh, what a figure of so. No, I guess the castle did like collapse around yeah. So there you go. What happened to his brother? Who knows? Was he killed by Royd? Was he just like injured by Royd and then crushed in the debris of the castle? You know. Take your pick. Terrible fate either way, but he was a jerk, so let's continue on. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Before we continue on with the story, we're gonna take a little trip here to West Africa to this oasis. And there's a carrot. Hi. And there's some camels. Hi, camels. But importantly, there are people here somewhere. Yeah, you. We desert merchants that camp at oases. We're desert merchants. We buy goods in towns and sell them while moving. You wish to buy? I don't know. What you're selling? Are you gonna? There we go. No, I don't need these. Like, so what are we doing here if it's just another traveling merchant stuff? We need this one specifically. We need the desert caravan because... Yeah, what are you? I don't know who it is I need to buy, but... There we go. A crystal for 1,000 gems. Alright. Never trust the desert. Many have died in its harsh sands. They become merely bleached bones in the middle of the desert. Don't trust the desert. People die in the desert and become bleached bones in the middle of the ocean. What? We needed that because we can take that to Litz. I mean, we could have done this a while ago. We didn't have to wait till after Dragoon Castle. I just forgot about it. Let's... is it... I think it's you. Yes. Hi. I like making pots and objects like these. I was asked to make a decoration for the church. What should I do? It might be interesting if I make something with a rare mineral. Hint, hint, Beck, I've got this crystal. Well, that's lovely. Do you want it? He's like, you're not equipped with it. I can't see it. Ugh. Here you go. You have something nice there. That's sparkling. I had it here already. He's like, nope, it wasn't your active item. I couldn't see it. I have it. Sure, take it. I'm generous. Thank you. It gives me the feeling I'll make something good. Ark gave a crystal away. I got this idea from the crystal you gave me. I think it's going to just be stained glass for the church. Better take some pictures just in case. So, the problem with Litz is it's very picky about evolving, even when it's at 100%. Yeah. There's no growth. This growth is 100%. You're like, what? So let me try saving and quitting, and like saving and restarting in Loire, and we'll see if Litz expands. It should, because we gave the craftsman the crystal. We got the sailor the piece of tin so that he made canned food. We gave the food to Stoma so that people know about it. The problem is Litz is very finicky about wanting to expand, and there's a lot of things on there have been just for years. No one's really sure. Like, some people are like, oh, I went and like talked to Columbus again, or like there's like fever medicine you can get, but some people are like, oh yeah, you have to get that, and some people are like, no, that part's not required. It's just very finicky. All right, we took a nice nap in our new apartment bed, saved at our nice new apartment save station, block, book, journal, desk, whatever. We saved it, we reset. Did Let's expand? No. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, and this is where it's just... It's finicky, so we'll come back to it. Fever medicine, can I have some? Here. Someone's suffering from fever, give them this. Woo. Well, we delivered the craftsman his required crystal. Litz is not expanding yet, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. I'll wait to mess around with it till after we get Suncoast expanded so that we can use the fever medicine. So, all the way back here, since like the whole reason that we were going off to China in the first place was because the price of metal for Will, it was too high. Will's not here. This is not near Lake. This one is near Lake. It's near a lake. Hello. Woo. Hello. Listen, Ark, it's finished. My airplane. Metal became available again. I should never give up on my dreams. Yes, good lesson. Ark, you try flying on the runway, press the A button. In flight, on the descent, press the L button, and you're like, what are you talking about? You know, in the airplane, there's a button that says L. Oh, okay. Okay. Will made his airplane. It really flies great. He said he'll take Corel and everyone at Kidsguard up. What's this? Looks like a diary. Let's... Oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna read Will's diary, sure. Prototype 9 fails. Crashes in village to much damage. Something is missing. What's wrong? Prototype 10 completed. This time, test flight will be by the lake. I pray for success. Yeah, that's fine, but can I get the blueprints for the please? Blueprints, please? No? Okay. Maybe we have to expand near lake first. That could be. Oh no. Let's do another dungeon. Don't want to do a dungeon. Well, let's find it. Here we go. And now, there's an airstrip that just wasn't here. Like, oh, hey. Also, it looks like Freedom just expanded. It's like I came in, like, parked my boat here. I guess one could say docked it, moored it. You know, I parked the boat. We came by Freedom. We just, like, walked up and like, hey, Will. And he's like, I made an airplane. And then you walk down here and all of a sudden New York is... And now there's, like, an airfield here and... Well, let's go look at the new and improved Freedom. Well, the modern Freedom. Do you like Freedom? I love it. I was born and raised here. At least it doesn't have a magically mysterious air control tower. I mean, it kind of does. Presumably this little building's the air control tower. I don't know, maybe that's just someone's house like, hi, I'm Airplane Joe, I live here. All right, what do we got? Okay, I don't actually want to spend the night, I just want to talk to people. I'm kind, blah, blah, blah. This town's progressed sufficiently, it will keep growing. Where it will go from now is beyond my knowing. So, same as Loire, we have finished it. It is now the modern era, you know, modern 1995, but... One day I know I'm gonna succeed. I'm convinced. Good on ya. Yeah, her hot dancing, my cool guitar will be famous. Also, it looks like you have a sandwich. Tasty. Okay. They're not gonna mention that I just stole their sandwich from their desk. Ark's not gonna mention that he just ate a random person's sandwich, so you know what? Let's just keep going. That's the same. Da-da-da. Freedom is now at the cutting edge of business and fashion, so I was moved here without my family to learn about freedom. Because, as you know, if you don't recall, that's one of the Japanese businessmen from way back when we visited Neo Tokyo. Like, hey, freedom is like now at our level of technology. I can come here to work on business. Hello? Oh, the town is so built up, there aren't many places to jog anymore. Yeah, I know. First prize in the draw is a weapon available only here. I'm trying to get it, but I haven't succeeded yet. Don't bother. And you're like, a new weapon. You should get it for your collection. Yeah, I should, but it is completely random. I'm not gonna do it. 10 gems. Yeah, give me some maple syrup. Tasty. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't say that it's maple. It's made from plant sap. This is from the birch tree. Like, is birch sap drinkable? I don't know. Let's try. The entrance. Hey, did you know weapons and armor that raise luck boost the chance of critical hits? They also make your magic stronger. Good deal. It is a good deal. Hi. What could I help you with? Do I need any of these? No, I have those. Let's get some more grasp, like, because that's really the only magic we ever use is the full heal, so now we have more of it. Okay, we've got some full heal magic. Do you have anything I want? The light pike. It's stronger. Maybe. I mean, I just got the new weapon though, so I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. No, I'm not buying that. Soul armor. Deflects death curses. That seems a little useful. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Later. Nice. How about... Ha! You're the Leoto lady. You are the Leoto lady. Stay rockin', Leoto lady. Okay. That wine was... Okay, that's the same. It brings tears to my eyes drinking while looking at mother's face. Yeah, notice the old guy is gone, and now there's a new lady in charge of the bar. And it's this dude's mom, the one who is like, what? It's a free country, I can drink here if we want. And then his mom, like, pulled him out by his ear the first time. And then the second time, he's like, ha, no mom to interrupt me this time. And now she owns the bar. The owner said he was going to retire, so I took over from him. Now I can watch over my lays-about son so he can't booze it up. Ha ha. That's the hotel. All right. There's Central Park. Yeah. Let's take it easy. Okay, that's the same. Hey, there's the, like, old bar guy. I don't know if it's the same guy or just the same sprite, but... the wife does nothing but watch TV while neglecting her chores. And that, as I said, it's... Even if I don't go out, TV keeps me informed. Life is so convenient now. Is that there is a lot wrong with this game, you know, 90s stuff that's maybe not aged super well, but at least they do the things like, you know, the one thing's like the guy does all the chores, you know, and now, like, you know, women can, you know, be obsessed with TV and not want to do chores just like guys can. So, like, there is some stuff that does, you know, interesting for its day. Not everything, but some. How you doing, Stoma? Like, do you want any of my cream soda, Stoma? And he's like, how are you gonna pour that into your game console? That seems like a bad idea. Hello, I help out here so I can polish my fashion sense. But life is very complicated. Those are kind of two distinct things, but that's true. Okay, look, the clothes you give us, they're so fashionable. That's so right. So they're not, you know, they're the same. Good on them. They like fashion, they help the eye. There are many success stories here. I came for success too. It'd be nice if I could one day have my own big restaurant. See, and there's the thing, like, it's weird that, like, when they... It's like in Yunku, everyone has, like, the pidgin English, like, accent for all the Chinese people that's like, I'm not doing that. But, like, here, like, little girl who it has the same, like, sprite as the people that were in China, and, like, oh, and she talks completely normally. Like, there's many success stories here. I came for success, too. It'd be nice if I could one day have my own big restaurant. Like, nothing wrong with that. It's just very bizarre. Like, and, like, why does Mick/Mac, because he calls himself different things, like, why does he have a weird... It's just... It'd be interesting, and I don't know that there's a good way to do it, because I don't speak Japanese. If anyone has actually played this in Japanese, I am very curious to know if the accents of Mick and the people in Yunku, if that was in the original Japanese, like they specifically wrote them like that, or if that was a Nintendo of Europe translation. Oh, I've run my pub for a long time, but I've had enough. I'm sick of serving ignorant and decadent young people. You don't sound like a very good pub owner. Because he was the guy that was like, I serve blazing hard liquor and nothing else. If you don't like it, too bad. Like, but what if people want something else? And he's like, I don't want to serve them. Yeah, that's kind of a bad business model, but sure. Okay, I'm trying to talk to you, ma'am. There's been a steady influx of talented people seeking success, but the keys to success are talent and effort. But what about... Ooh. Well, he certainly expanded. I'm getting orders for phones everywhere. I feel fulfilled. Maybe people can't go on anymore without hearing other people. I mean, that's kind of always been true. It's just now it's a different way to do it. The world's become so convenient, it's a bit frightening. We're mass-producing telephones, but we can't keep up. Telephones and electricity, they make information easy to obtain. Yeah. And as I said, I've said it when we expanded Loire. It's very interesting. Oh, hi. Hello, I heard about you from Belle. Oh, pardon me? Didn't he say anything? I'm Belle's girlfriend. We were far apart, but Belle's phone kept us close. Thanks to it, we're hee. You're what? You're gonna go and buy a bagel? You are investing in some carpets for your room? Are you... Tee-hee, I can't tell you. We are gonna buy a new place and change the name so it doesn't say Bells? And it's like, why would we do that? Well, you didn't tell me. I don't know. But anyway, they got distracted. Clearly. Just like some people, like the bartender's like, I give up my bar. People these days, blah, blah, blah. And then Belle's just like, everyone's ordering telephones. It's amazing. Just like, you know, some people really like the progress and some don't. And, you know, it's just nice that it's not heavy-handed one way or the other. Like, it's not like you progressed and everything is better now that it's modern. Like, it's like, yeah, there's some problems with modern society, but it's also not like, you know, oh, it was so much better back before electricity and then, like, the good old days were where it's at, and modern says there's nothing good about modern society. Like, no, there's a lot that's great about like, no, it's never been perfect in any time in human history. And, like, some people like the modern, some people like the less and, you know, it's not heavy-handed one way or the other, like, modern is good or modern is bad. It's just some people like it and some people don't, and things change, and that's the way it goes. So I like that about this game. He studies not only electricity, but other subjects, too. We help him with his studies. Mr. Eddie's on the second floor. He must be tired because of all of his experiments. I worry about how much light from electricity has changed our lives. It may have stolen the warmth like a candle's flame from human souls. That's a bit dramatic. I may be just worrying needlessly. I hope so. Like, yeah, I could be like, I worry that it's, you know, light pollution so that you're not seeing the night sky as much. Or like, I worry that people are staying up and working too much because they can't. But it steals warmth like the candles from human souls? What? Cut down the melodrama, my dude. The children of Kidsguard are all honest and adorable. Hey, you're not charging them rent anymore? That's nice of you. TV. It's fun. I love TV. It's the greatest. After Will made the plane, the people in town are nice to us. Grown-ups are strange. Aren't you with Perel? Perel said that it was exciting being with you, so he was gonna follow you. Will bought us a lot of books. I'm gonna read this and make an airplane like Will. And again, and here's another example of like why I like Terranigma, and that it's not like, yes, there are some problems with it, but that it just doesn't heavy-handed hit you over the head with one message. So like, there's some people that like that things are modern, and there's some people that like the way things used to be. So you come in here, the new and improved like orphanage, and this girl is just like, TV, I love TV, and stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, it's like TV is rotting kids' brains type of thing. But then you go to this side and she's like, there's a lot of books, I'm gonna read them and become an inventor. It's like, it's not saying like, oh yes, TV is the death and kids are terrible these days. It's like, some kids are gonna be obsessed with television, yes, but there's some kids that are gonna wanna read. There's some kids that wanna be an inventor. There's some kids that are just jump, I'm a good jumper, woo! When I get big, I'm gonna do shows like, see. So that's, I think, one thing I just like about Terranigma, that it's not like, here is our moral, open your mouth, we're gonna shove it down. It's just like, here is our take on modern society. Here's the good, here's the bad. We're gonna give them both to you. You do with it as you will. I came here as a teacher, but everyone is so energetic. It is tough. But that's a sign of good health. Yeah, see, that's a good attitude. Like, I came here to teach the kids, but they're kind of all rambunctious, but I guess that means that, like, they're doing well and healthy, so, like, that's good. All right, that's freedom. There we go. Here's New York. 1995 New York. It looked exactly like this. So if you weren't alive back then, don't worry about it. That is exactly what it looked like. Okay. Let's take off in our new and improved airplane. Woo! By new, I mean we didn't have one before. By improved, I mean it's not gonna crash. Also, you know, it's not like a just so it's sort of like a Harrier, but you know, don't worry about it. But yeah, the problem is, well, not the problem. So like the thing is, now that we have the airplane, we can finally get into like the mainland Mother Russia area. That's what you get the airplane for. So we can back, woo, we can go here. I don't really want to do another dungeon already. I guess we can explore in the area first. We'll see what there is. I mean, I guess I'll go to town. We'll talk to people in town, and then we'll call it. And do the dungeon next stream. Is there any little secret zones? No. Secrets? Secrets? No. Cave in Siberia. Hello? Wait. Didn't we already... No, this is a different one. Okay. Secret cave. You got the block rod. Well, that sounds fancy. It's so fancy it comes up here. Changes strength into defense. Yeah, it's the opposite of the Enku pike or whatever it was. We're gonna keep art staff. Okay, that was here. What about over here? Nope. Nothing. Siberia. Anything else? I mean, we got one of the special weapons. I don't suspect there'll be anything else, but... I mean, come on. It's fast to wander across the entirety of Siberia, right? That's just a little small spot. Okay. So I think we've got everything. Yeah, so what I'll do is we'll go and explore the city, and then I will call the stream before we do the dungeon. So, here we are. Welcome to Mosque. And I want to stop and say a thing here, because like, yes, this is clearly a reference, and I said, like, you know, I'm not doing stuff like, oh, the Amazon is a reference to the Amazon, like, Lhasa is a reference to Lhasa, the Indus is a reference to the Indus, like, because, you know, why point out, like, references to things that have the same name? Mosque is a very interesting example, because Mosque is a reference to Moscow, which, you're like, okay, that makes sense, you're in Russia, you know, here it's all, like, snowy and stuff, and the thing is, in case, like, maybe you're not a native English speaker, or maybe you're just not sure your spelling, the way they spell mosque, M-O-S-Q-U-E, that's spelled like the Islamic place of worship. That's not what they were going for in this game. This is definitely a Russia, which makes sense because, remember, this game came out in 1995. The end of the Cold War was 1991. So at the time, the geopolitical climate, it was still, you know, it was after the Cold War, but it was still kind of close to it. So that's what they were going for. So just, there's your reference. It's kind of obvious, but just in case, they're not talking about mosque, the Islamic house of worship. They are talking about mosque as in a Moscow. Okay, for more about Baruga, go to the Disciples' Quarters. You will come to understand Baruga's greatness. People will be freed of all pain. Even death will be powerless. And yes, they're, you know, it's... I don't know that this is so much an early... You know, it's, okay, like... The great Baruga will rise once again. He will create an eternal paradise in this world. Like, wow, everyone here kind of looks like a creepy cult member. I mean, part of it's just like, I mean, inside they're fine. They're just wearing, like, their winter clothes. But, like, that's kind of a creepy cult-looking outfit. You know, again, being like, normally it's like, oh, the 90s and stuff, but, you know, coming off of the Cold War, it's like, oh, there's a portrait. I can't point. You know, the kid's looking at a portrait of Baruga in the house. Kind of like the way North Korea is now. It's very, I'm going to be a white disciple when I grow up to help Dr. Baruga. Yeah, the game is not, those in white are white disciples who directly serve Baruga. It's a great honor to be chosen as a white disciple serving Baruga. You know, you know, being a, you know, Japanese game, European release stuff, it's certainly not pro-communism. So, you know, they're kind of saying it's like, oh, you know, the communism stuff's all a big cult and blah, blah, blah. You make of that as what you will. That's just kind of, that's what it is. Hi. Do you seek Baruga's word? Yeah, sure. Then enter the back room. A disciple will educate you. Hello. Baruga once won a Nobel Peace Prize for new biotechnology theories. He perfected DNA engineering to fully cure recurring diseases. Since then, he has dedicated himself to the study of immortality. All humans shun silence and fear the dark. Why? Because they all fear death. A playwright once claimed this. Are you gonna cite your source? No. People are born crying. To die and for a new life to be born come with unimaginable pain. When all are immortal, change will cease and peace will come. Baruga will create that utopian world. Baruga is now locked in deep sleep in an ultra-cold machine. He shall soon awaken in this world. Let us pray for that day. Yeah, as I said, they're kind of going with the, like, communism is a cult thing, you know, that's, you know, similar to, you know, how Stalin did stuff, how, you know, North Korea is now with the paintings in the rooms and things, but please line up and hear the great words of Baruga. But yeah, so they're, you know, they're doing a, like, oh, reference. Is it even a reference, or is it just straight up, like, their version of the Cold War? Like, it's not nuclear weapons, but that, you know, Russia was, rather than having rocket technology, was sort of health technology, you know, like DNA and editing DNA and stuff like that. The portrait on the wall depicts Baruga. The sinners will always be tortured by guilt. Let us pray to affirm our faith in Baruga. When Baruga, blah, blah, blah. The world is rife with corruption. Save us, Baruga. Have a seat. No, I did. Thank you. Baruga awaits in the castle in the lake. He is our savior, Baruga. Baruga is preparing to save this corrupted world. Now look. You should not judge a book by its cover. Like, I get that. I'm just saying that maybe if the leader of your country has you in these weird cult-like robes and looks like this, I'm not saying he's a supervillain. I'm just... Okay, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. That dude is a supervillain. Just look at him. I'm sure that you can guess what's gonna happen. That it's gonna go great when we go and wake up Baruga. For more about Baruga, go to no. I already had the talk. I'm good. They didn't even offer me like free cookies at the end. People will be freed of all pain. Even death will be. Yeah, I've heard that too. Hi. Baruga is waiting quietly in the castle he built himself. When the time comes, he shall rise again to save the believers. I don't fear death. I have total faith in Baruga's words. Baruga declared that an age we no longer fear death shall come. Okay. But technically, we're not in that age yet, so you might want to take a couple precautions. Just thinking out loud here. Ooh, shiny. All right, I think that's everything in the town. We've talked to everybody, I think. We got the Magirock. Yeah, I guess there's a shop. Maybe they'll have something cool. Red armor will fill you with strength. You know, I think I'm kind of good not buying your red armor. Red armor. Dully coated with washes of blood. Okay, sure. You may stay here if you wish. 50 gems. Yeah, sure. I could stay at my place for free, but then we'd have to fly back to North America, take the boat over to Loire. I don't know, maybe Loire has a runway now. I don't remember. Like, I forget if anywhere else gets them except, like, New York and Moscow. Like, we invented the airplane. Unfortunately, there's only 2 places it can go. All right. So that was Moscow. Next time we will pick up when we go into the lab and wake Dr. Baruga, and I'm sure things will be fine. There was nothing creepy or weird about Dr. Baruga in Moscow that I could see. And also, never mind that Wong specifically said that he was working for Dr. Baruga and was in league with King Henry, and that they were searching for some secret ancient treasure, and Dr. Baruga's trying to make a new paradise on Earth, and I'm sure it'll all work out well, but just in case things go a little sideways, join me next time. Until then, thanks you for everyone who came by and said hello on stream. Thanks for everyone who watches us later on YouTube. In special thanks today go to that mom in New York who's running the bar, who's like, well, my son keeps day drinking, so instead of pulling him out of the bar each day, I'm just gonna go and be the new barkeep just to ruin his day, because that's dedication. Hello, I help out here so I can polish my fashion sense, but life is very complicated. Those are kind of 2 distinct things, but that's true.